What's going on, guys? Decoration Dude here, and today I have a very cool video of this 2009 Rob Zombie Michael Myers sold at Spirit Halloween. Now, I'm pretty sure this was exclusive to Spirit Halloween. I could be wrong on that, but if it wasn't, it was sold online in places, but I think it was exclusive to Spirit Halloween. It's got the Spirits logo on the box, and I think they did a really good job on the box. The front looks really good, and they got like pictures from the movie in the background. And then the box does say 2007 on it, but that's just the copyright information or whatever from the movie that was released in 2007. And then the side looks really good too. It's like an actual poster from the movie almost. Unfortunately, the box is in really rough shape. It wasn't taken very good care of, and I think it was stored out in a shed or something, but it's still here, so that's good. Now, the story behind this item is I was scrolling on Facebook Marketplace and I saw a listing for a garage sale, and I was looking at it. They had like a couple tables. They really didn't have much at this garage sale, and they had a couple tables full of smaller Halloween stuff, like some lights and some like cheap Dollar Tree stuff, and a couple older things. Like there was a vintage blow mold, a small one, but then I got like halfway through the pictures and I saw a picture of another Gemmy life size, and then there was a life size Santa. I was like, oh my gosh. And the garage sale is actually 3 hours away from me, and I'm not gonna tell you whatever life size I got. I'm gonna keep that a surprise. Well, actually, you guys probably already know if you saw my community post, but I'll make another video on that. But that was the one I was actually going after. I had no idea that they had this guy as well. And so I got there, and I actually picked up Nolan's Airborne Inflatable channel on the way, because his house was like right on the way to this garage sale. So we went together, and he ended up picking up that life-size Santa. But we got to the garage sale, and at first they weren't gonna hold the life size for me. And I told them like, hey, I'm coming from like 3 hours away. I'd really appreciate this if you could hold it for me. I'll be there at like 9 in the morning. And they're like, okay, we'll hold it for you. So I got there, and they had the life size that I was originally supposed to buy tucked away in the garage. And we walked up, and as soon as we get to the garage, I see this guy's box and just sitting in the garage. I was like, oh my gosh, they have Michael Myers too. I'm like, I can't leave this garage sale without both of them. Like, I need both of them. And honestly, their garage sale prices were a little pricey. I mean, for eBay and stuff like that, overall, the price of this guy was actually a very good price. It was less than retail, which is very good. But for a garage sale in the condition, it was in not a good price, honestly. And I tried negotiating with them, and they did not want to negotiate. So, but also, this guy was actually supposed to go to someone else. They said someone was coming at 9, which was when I got there. Someone was coming at 9 to pick him up, and they said if he doesn't show up in the next couple minutes, you can have him. And it got to like 9:10, 9:20. I don't think he ever showed up, so they sold it to me. And I paid, if I didn't mention this before, I think I did, I paid $200 for this life size, and I paid $200 for the other life size. Now, it's not a very bad price for this item at all, but for garage sale prices, I would prefer to pay a little cheaper, especially for this thing's condition when I got it. The lady plugged it in at the garage sale, and the arm like barely went up. The head didn't move, body didn't move, but the eyes did move. The other life size I got also had a whole bunch of issues, and it had more severe issues, which I'll get into that in a different video. But they didn't want to go down on the price, because apparently someone the day before told them that these things are very valuable, and apparently they had a whole bunch of other Halloween stuff too. Apparently they had like a Rosemary brand new in the box, and they used to do a huge display. They had a whole bunch of stuff, they said. But we missed out on that because they didn't have an advertisement up for that day. But they said that people were showing up like crazy and like fighting over some of the Halloween stuff. And I'm actually really surprised that this item or the other life size I got didn't sell. So I'm actually really lucky to be able to have this right now. But like I was saying, it was in really rough condition when I got it. It fully works now. The only issues with it is it has a few cosmetic issues. As you can see, the knife is it's a little bent. That's just from being stored in the box wrong for a while. I've tried to take it out and I set weights on it for several days to try to flatten it out, and it just went back. It's a little bit better, but it just went back. So I'm gonna have to leave weights on it for a longer period of time. And then the other cosmetic issue is that the zipper is completely missing, so it doesn't close, and I just have a safety pin up here for holding it in. So I do plan at some point to try to acquire a zipper, probably off of like a older inflatable, and put that on there so that it actually fully works, and when he's moving it doesn't like kind of open up and you can see the foam. But it's not the biggest deal as of right now. And really the biggest issue with this guy that's still present is that it just smells. It does not smell good. The box smells really bad. Still has some of the original packaging in there, but overall it just smells like smoke and cat, and it smells horrible. So I'm hoping that'll kind of just fade away over time, but it does not smell good. But overall I'm just really happy to have this guy in my possession. But I've talked enough about this prop. This is a very cool prop, and they do go for a lot on eBay, so I am grateful that I was able to get it for such a low price. Even though in my eyes at the garage sale it was a little more on the pricey side, but you know, it is what it is. But we'll go ahead and plug him in. Now, he didn't come with his original adapter. I am using a different adapter I had. They actually had a 6-volt adapter in the box, and they were using that on him in the garage sale, so that was probably why the arm was moving so slow. But I did end up replacing the gear and the body movement, the head movement, and the belt on the arm. So luckily I didn't have to do anything with the eyes, because then I would have had to open up the head, but luckily I didn't have to do that. We'll go ahead and demo him. So yeah, there he was. Very cool. I love the classic Halloween music that it plays, and the body movement on this one doesn't really work the best. I think that's just how they all are. It's kind of restricted, I guess you could say. It kind of just, well, it's almost like a wiggle. It doesn't really turn side to side, but I mean, it works. If it works, it works. It's good enough for me. I've looked at a few of her videos of this guy, and it's like the same thing. It doesn't really turn the best, but yeah, there he was. Very, very well detailed. I wish that they would have made the mask a little more movie accurate. It's very cool, don't get me wrong, but in the movie the mask is it's similar to this, but I think it's more of a white, and it's just really dirty. This is more of like a gray. You can kind of see what they were going for. I see a little bit of white in there, but overall it just comes off as a gray to me. Still a very cool prop. I didn't expect to have this in my collection for this year. I do really want to try to get a whole bunch of horror characters for my display this year, but I'm hoping to get a Leatherface and a Frankenstein and a Freddy Krueger, but I'm not sure if that'll happen. They're very expensive and hard to find, so. But anyways, I don't really have anything else to say about it. We'll get one last look at the box. box is very detailed, like I said, and very cool. Oh, and if I did not mention, this guy retailed for $250 or $249.99, and I got it for $200, so under retail, very good deal. And yeah, I don't have anything else to say about them, so I'll go ahead and end the video here, and thanks for watching.